What I found is that the bigger the curve, there's probably a math calculation you can do on this that I've got no clue of, but the bigger the curve, the less you can stretch it to go around. So you have to be really careful when you sew in large curves not to pull the top fabric as you go around, because then you'll be over at the end and everything will be skew with. So place it on top a little bit more gently than the smaller curve, and it looks almost like you've got too much fabric here. But when you push the seam allowances over, they are matching up nicely. I'm just going to do that again, and then because I think I actually pulled it a bit, and then I divide the bump so it's 2 pleats, and I push that over so it lays nice and flat. The seam allowances match, you don't see the fabric underneath. Okay. And then you place that grip like we had before, and you now need a larger grip than before, so it spins around in the larger curve. So just sew straight, and all the curve action, if you wish, is in your left hand. So that's not doing much, which is nice. When you're right-handed, you don't usually get a rest with the right ones. Pushing that over, making sure the seam allowances match, and then just pivot.
I think that's excellent advice about not pulling the fabric too much. It's because it almost seems counterintuitive not to stretch the top one to make it curve more.
Yeah.
So just let it rest. And also, I love your advice about not seeing the fabric underneath from the top.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
It's a tendency for most people to grab it like this and then just pull it, stretch it to go around, force it to go around.
It's me.
But if you just let it, if you let it sit on top and then just check, and there's different ways you can find out if you stretched it or not. If that peeks out, then you probably stretched it. If it's really hard to move the seam allowance over, then you probably stretched it. So just do a little bit more, and you will know when you sew your first curve, if you're a lot over, then you will know that the next one you need to ease in more. So don't be disheartened if the first one doesn't come out perfect.